Hey guys, what to trade this week? In this video, we'll discuss gold, we'll analyze euro dollar, EURUSD, and dollar yen pairs. We'll take a look at dollar index, and I will share with you a very nice swing trade for natural gas. Also, we'll discuss the important news for this week. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's start. I want to start our analysis with the euro dollar pair. We are on a daily time frame, and here, traders, I want you to realize that last week, euro dollar violated a very important horizontal structure resistance. You can see that here we got a very important structure cluster that was respected in February, and from where we saw a very sharp bearish movement. And you can see that the price violated that and closed above that. That violation makes me very bullish biased, and I believe that quite soon the next strong bullish wave will initiate. Now let's try to find the zone from where the next bullish impulse will initiate. First of all, over here, traders, I guess you see that we got here a very strong resistance. Yes, we got a very strong structure resistance right here that was broken. And of course, that structure turned into a very strong support now, right? But also, we should definitely take into consideration the trend line right here, this rising trend line. So here on euro dollar, we have a wide contracting zone of demand. That zone here is based on that rising trend line and on that horizontal structure. And from that area, we'll expect a bullish movement. First, we'll expect the test of a current high and then a bullish continuation to new highs. Let's look left at structure and let's try to find where will be our next strong resistance. Our next strong resistance will be over here. Yes, that historical structure. And that structure will most likely be the next midterm goal for buyers. Also, you may ask me how exactly to buy the market from that area, because that area here is quite wide. Your task will be to monitor the intraday price action within that area and to look for confirmation. For example, opening an hourly time frame, we can spot that currently euro dollar pair is consolidating, and you can see that we are trading within a horizontal range. So what will be your confirmation to buy euro dollar? Your confirmation will be a bullish breakout of the resistance of the range. Bullish violation of the resistance of the range will signify the willingness of buyers to buy, right? It will signify that buyers are here and that they are willing to push. So you should wait for a bullish breakout of the resistance of the range, and then you can consider buying on a retest, expecting a bullish movement at least to current high, right? So buying from here, take profit will be over here, and stop loss will lie below the lows of the pattern. But traders, you should always remember that the market may drop lower and the support of the range can be broken to the downside. If so, you should monitor the price action within that blue area, and there you should look for a confirmation to buy. The next instrument that we'll discuss is the dollar yen pair, and let's analyze the price action here in the daily time frame. You can see, traders, that we got here a very strong bearish impulse, and once the market reached that support, we started to coil. And here I see very bullish clues. Yeah, I see the signs of a bullish accumulation. First of all, we should know, traders, that after the price set the last low right here, we started to set the higher lows. And at the same time, you can see that the price was setting the equal highs. So it is the classic example of a bullish accumulation right here. Moreover, technically speaking, we can also spot right here classic reversal pattern, the cup and handle pattern. Take a look, traders. So here's our cup, right? And here goes the handle, right? You can see that here we have the perfect example of that pattern. And of course, the trigger that we are looking for to confirm a bullish reversal is the breakout of the neckline of the pattern. You can see that at the moment, the market is breaking that resistance. You can see that currently the daily candle is trading above that horizontal resistance. The breakout will be confirmed once a daily candle closes above that resistance. It will confirm a violation, and then we will expect a bullish continuation. Where will be our next goal then? Our next goal for buyers will be that resistance cluster. So traders on focus is that neckline, wait for daily candle close above, then look for buying opportunities on a retest, expecting a bullish movement to that horizontal resistance cluster. Important update for EURUSD. We are in a daily time frame, and here let's analyze the price action. You can see that we formed right here a very strong bullish impulse, and after that the pair started to consolidate, and you can see that for a quite long period of time we were trading within that horizontal range. You can see that we set equal highs, perfectly respecting its resistance, but then a strong bearish movement initiated, and you can see that the price managed to break and close below the support of the range last week, right? We broke the support of the range, and now the broken support of the range turned into a very strong resistance. Yes, and I believe, traders, that probabilities will be high that the pair will keep falling. And so far, the closest strong support that we can spot on the pair is right here. Yes, that support cluster. So chances will be high that the market will drop. And if you didn't manage to short that breakout, I would recommend you waiting for a retest of the broken structure. And from that resistance cluster, I would recommend you shorting, expecting a bearish movement to that level. Now let's analyze gold. And if you're wondering why the market dropped on Friday, you should look left at structure. You should look left and analyze the historical levels. Because the fact is that on Friday, the market reached the lower boundary of that major resistance cluster based on the all-time structure high. So the market tested that structure, and we formed a bearish engulfing candle. Yes, on a daily we dropped, and that was a very important bearish clip. However, at the same time, we should remember that even though the market dropped, it still remains very bullish, and you can see that the price keeps setting the higher highs and higher lows. So personally, traders, I believe that gold will keep growing. I think that after some minor correction, we will see a bullish continuation and the market will definitely go higher. Probably the next goal for buyers can be the middle of that resistance. The main problem is, however, to get from where exactly the next bullish wave will initiate. And here for now on focus will be the demand cluster based on that horizontal structure. Yes, you can see that here we have a very important horizontal structure based on the last high low. And that trend line. Yes, and that trend line that was a strong vertical resistance and that turned into very strong support after breakout. So here will be our buy zone. Yes, the demand zone from where we will look for buying. So I would suggest you waiting for the test of that area. Once that area is reached, wait for confirmation to buy from that cluster, expecting a retest of a current high first, and then potential continuation to the middle of that resistance. The next one on focus is dollar index. And here we are in a daily time frame, and looking left at structure, I want you to realize that last week the market reached a very important horizontal structure support. The support that was respected in February and from where a strong bullish movement initiated. So no surprise, once we reached that support, we formed a bullish engulfing candle. And that bullish engulfing candle and a breakout of that minor horizontal resistance make me think that the market may go higher. So far, the closest strong resistance that we can spot on dollar index is based on that falling trend line. Yes, it is the closest strong resistance, and I believe, traders, that probabilities will be high that the market will reach that. And of course, then everything will depend on the reaction of the price to that trend line. If the price breaks that to the upside, definitely will go higher, and if we form some reversal pattern here, probably will drop. But once the market reaches that trend line, I will definitely record the update for you. Many of you asked me to analyze natural gas, and for you I prepared a very nice swing trade that we took with my students last week. But first, the analysis. So you can see, traders, that natural gas is currently quite weak, and it is weak because the price reached a very important horizontal structure support. You can see that in the past that support was very important. From that support the price bounced, and now testing that the market became very weak and indecisive. And what we spotted with our students was the range right here. Yeah, so with my students we spotted that horizontal range, and we spotted the confirmed breakout of its neckline. And on the retest of the broken resistance of the range, we opened a long position. So currently we are holding here a long trade, right? Our first target for the trade is that resistance, and our second target for the trade is the next strong resistance. Yes, here it goes. And today you can see that the market opened with the gap, and as you know, chances will be high that that gap will be filled first. So for you, it can give a very nice chance to buy the market. Yes, to take a long trade from the level where we took that trade with my students. And you can see that, by the way, now we also have here a bigger range. Yes, you can see that here in natural gas we have a bigger range, a wider range. And if you're looking for some extra confirmation, if you're an intraday trader and you are looking for some extra clue, I guess a bullish breakout of the resistance of the range will push the price higher. Talking about the important news of this week, first of all in focus will be Tuesday, because on Tuesday we are expecting the interest rate decision in Australia first, then the unemployment rate in the UK, and then the economic sentiment in Germany, and after that the building permits in the United States. So Tuesday will be very volatile, and be extremely careful. Then in the middle of the week, we are expecting the inflation rate in the UK. After that, on Thursday, balance of trade in Japan. And finally, Friday will be quite important for pound pairs and for the yen pairs, because we are expecting the consumer confidence and the retail sales data from the UK and the inflation rate in Japan. Remember, traders, that if you have any questions, you can always ask me in the comment section. I always reply. Also, if you want me to analyze something else for you, let me know in the comment section. I will be happy to help. Traders, if you are interested in premium signals, in premium education, also don't forget to check my website. It is vasilytrader.com. The link in the description below. Also, traders, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching.